Davenport Football Weekly Update. Today we have TJ Daniels on the left and Shain Shannon on the right. TJ, we'll start with you. You're a transfer from Quincy University,
Yeah.
spent some years there. What's the transition like been for you here to Davenport?
It's been great. Ever since I got here in January, everybody they welcomed me in as part of the family. There hasn't really been like a drop off between like how I felt coming here or whatever. Like I never felt like an outsider. The coaches, the players, all my teammates, they all made me feel welcome as soon as I stepped foot on campus. So
What's the best way to describe the culture here for the football program?
family, family definitely. We're definitely a family. Hardworking, intense, and really that's it. Family, hardworking, and intense. That's how I would put it.
Getting to take a look at the film from the Ferris State game, what kind of adjustments do you think you guys can make for the upcoming game against Ashland?
Really, it's just about doing our 111, doing our assignment. When we came back and watched film on Sunday, we saw that we did a few things. It wasn't really what Ferris State was doing; it's really what we were doing that kind of killed us in that game. So really, in order to improve this week, we all just got to make sure that we're on the same page, we're working together, and that we're all doing our 111, our one job.
They really like to establish the run.
Mm-hmm.
Did you expect them to run as much as they did? I think they only had 13 passes the entire game.
I kind of expected it going into the game. I didn't expect them to run the ball 64 times, but I did expect them to run the ball just because, kind of like we talked about, like in the week, they do a lot of window dressing, but at the same time, they're really just a downhill type of team. So
How hard is it to catch your guys' breath? We had a couple drives where they had 10 and 11, I believe, straight runs, and they scored. So how tough is it to regather yourself on those kinds of drives?
I mean, it can be tough in situations like that, but still no excuse to give things up. So
Sure. Shane, for you, center of the offensive line, how much game film do you watch during the week, knowing that you got to kind of make the reads and do the pass protections and the run protections on Saturdays?
Understanding what the defense is trying to do or is trying to set you up to do is a big key of what we do up front as offensive line. We must know blitzes, stunts, different things like that. So watching film has always been a strong point to me as a student athlete.
What are some of your takeaways from the Ferris State game?
Some of my takeaways from the Ferris State game is we want to be physical like Ferris State is. We must put in the work to do so. We must be dedicated to do so. Showing up to lifts, meetings, everything. It doesn't matter what the situation is. We know that we have to come in and give our 111, like TJ said.
They had a couple of really big sacks in that contest. What are some of the things offensively on the line that you want to clean up for this week?
Like Coach White said, preaches every week, technique. We must know what kind of pass set we're doing, what kind of run set we're doing. So it really all just comes down to technique.
What do you think it's going to take for this offense to kind of take the next step and improve?
Buying in. Sparky preaches it all the time. Since we've been here, since day one of fall camp, he's preached that just buy in. Believe in the process. Believe that we can do what our coaching staff and our system is set to do.
How excited are you guys to get back on the field against Ashland on Saturday?
Very, very excited, actually.
extremely excited. Extremely excited.
We've had a setback, but every setback comes with a comeback. So we must take that next step to become the team that we want to be.
I'm sure you guys may have seen the play with Ashland against Grand Valley on that Hail Mary pass. Do you think that motivates a team going into the next week, or do you think there might be an emotional letdown?
Motivation. That was a big win for Ashland. That was a big win. Great program at Grand Valley. So to get a win like that for Ashland is a big step up for them as a program.
For sure, motivation. I mean, kind of like Shane was saying, you beat Grand Valley, they come back. I think they scored all their points in the fourth quarter, and you come back and you win like that. That's a huge win. And then coming into this week, it's their homecoming week. So obviously they're extremely motivated, and they're kind of riding on a high right now. So
Thanks for joining us today, guys.
Thank you.
thank you.